Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. What's going on, guys? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm streaming this early because I'm letting y'all know now. The Wizards have killed my interest in the team so much to the point of I'm not watching the game tonight. But I do owe y'all a stream because I haven't streamed in a long time. I'm not watching the game tonight though. I'm not doing it. The team has killed my interest. I like to, I'm taking a mental break from the team because they get on my nerves too much. They just get on my nerves. They put me in a bad mood consistently. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it with them. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have no idea what the Wizards can really do to fix it. I have no idea what the Wizards can really do to fix it. I mean, we can try to say, oh, maybe we could trade for this guy, trade for that guy, but let's be realistic, guys. Who are the Wizards really making big moves for? They got Porzingis somehow after trading, away Bertans and Dinwiddie. How many of those trades are the Wizards going to be able to make? The team, I mean, man, I'm telling you, the Washington Wizards have demoralized me so much to the point where I really don't be caring what be happening in these games. I really don't. I really do not be caring what happens in these games. They don't deserve my attention. Don't be caring what be happening. They don't deserve anything from me. It's just, Kevin, you right, man. I mean, hey, Bradley Beal can't stay healthy. He keeps getting hurt. He keeps being out, whether it's protocols, hamstring, whatever the matter. He can't stay healthy. Our coach sucks. Our GM sucks. And it's to a point where it's like I can't even be. I've already expressed my anger like to an extreme amount. And this is why I don't waste my Sundays streaming and watching the Wizards. Because they have performances giving up 50 plus points to guys on Sundays. Every Sunday I look at, the Wizards are losing for some reason. I don't know what our record is on Sunday, but it ain't good. And it prevents me and lets me know to continue to not watch this team on a Sunday and enjoy my Sundays. This team is a disgrace. Kyle Kuzma, he said in an article recently, he said last year's squad was a shit show. I guess this year, he said they like each other. I mean, I guess they could be a shit show that likes each other. The Wizards they'll have a good stretch here, they'll have a bad stretch here, have a good stretch here, have a bad stretch here. I don't got time for it, man, because when they play teams like the Celtics, when they play the Heat, when they play top tier teams, they get embarrassed. They look outplayed, they look outmatched, they just look whatever. The guy they're paying $250 million to doesn't really make a difference, I feel like, when he's on the court, even though he's not playing terrible. But I don't really notice a difference from when he's there and when he's not there. Rui's been hurt, so he's been missing games. Denny continues to be on and off with the benching. Will Barton is terrible. It's annoying. This team's annoying. Wes Unseld Jr. is annoying. Tommy Shepard's annoying, and he's a liar. Ted's annoying. They're all annoying. You know how painful it is to watch a team that they're not terrible. Look at their record. I mean, they're average. They're okay. But they're also not good enough to compete. If the Wizards matched up against the Celtics in the first round, the Wizards 8th seed or something, they getting swept out the building. You know if they match up against the Bucks in the playoffs, they're getting swept out the building. It's not going to be close. Like, it's just... It's very frustrating watching a team year after year after year make you feel the same way. I feel the same way now as I felt last year. I feel the same way last year as I felt the year before. I just feel the same way. Irritable, over it, tired of it, wanting something new, wanting something different. Wanting something different. And then it's like, even if the Wizards tank, I don't even really have any young guys that I look forward to seeing. Like, oh, okay, like, you look at the Pistons, you look at the Magic. They suck. Their records suck. But they have a bunch of young guys who have star potential where it's like, oh, you know, I want to see Jaden Ivey's growth, or I want to see Paolo's growth, or, you know, you look at these guys and you see young guys who you really want to root for, etc. And then it's like, you have us. People don't like Rui. People don't know about Rui. People don't like Denny. Corey Kispert's like, you know, cool. But it's like, it's ridiculous, man. It really is. It's demoralizing. It's upsetting. It's tiresome. Feeling the same way over and over and over and over and over again. Every single season. Every single season. We just feel the same way. Going through the same motions. Feeling the same irritation. Feeling the hope just drip and drizzle away. Clock by clock by clock. Like, period by period by period. At the beginning of every season, I think a lot of Wizards fans, you know, we all, like me, we feel like, you know, we hope the team's decent. We have an optimistic mindset. And then as the season goes on, and it goes on, and we have good stretches, and then we have bad stretches, and then it seems to kind of be a little bit more of the bad than the good, and then, you know, they play a little better, and I mean, what'll fix this? I honestly don't know. Well, I do know. Getting rid of Tommy. I'm over him. I've been saying fire Tommy. Tommy's a liar. I said Tommy's a scammer. He's a con artist. He scams. I've been said this in the past. He sells people a dream that he know doesn't exist. Ted Leonsis, he's insane because he just refuses to do any kind of rebuilding, and it's at a point where it's to no return. You done paid the man Bradley Beal talking in interviews talking about nobody wanted me. My hand was practically forced. Yada yada yada. Okay, Brad. Like, I gotta see clips about Bradley Beal's interview talking about his hand being forced after watching him in Charlotte dribble the ball off his leg and lose the ball and miss the game winner and all kinds of, like, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. I'm just ready to skip to the point where Brad asks for a trade. Got a no trade clause, so he'll go to the team he wants to go to. So it's a benefit of him and not the Wizards, because the Wizards love Brad so freaking much, I'm just over it, man. The Wizards as a franchise is terrible. I used to be like, at least we aren't the Kings, but you look at the Kings, they're playing pretty solid basketball right now. They got an all-star big man, they got an all-star point guard, they got a solid team. They really got a solid surrounding team there, Exciting stuff over there. So I can't even say that. I can't even say the Kings, because they look like they may be getting it together over there, finally. As opposed to us, I don't know what we're doing. I really don't. And I never know what we're doing. I feel like if I go back and I looked at all my Locked On Wizards videos, all my past YouTube videos, consistently, I feel like I'll hear the words, I don't know what we're doing. Because I literally don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing, man. And I feel like a lot of y'all don't know what we're doing. We come up with all these ideas that we know the Wizards aren't going to do. We come up with all this optimism that we know the Wizards are going to end up snatching away from us. And we're going to end up with the same sad result. Let's look at where the Wizards are at in Tankathon, because that's my favorite site for the Wizards. Because every year ends up with me going to this site every single year. Let's see where the Wizards are. On Tankathon, the Wizards are ninth. They're ninth. You want to know why? This is where we always are. Ninth. Ninth. We're always ninth. We're always ninth. Every single time. We're ninth. We're either 9 or we're either 10. 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, 10. Top 10, 9, 10. Just to draft somebody that we ain't going to end up liking like that. That we ain't going to end up knowing if they're good or not. We always end up in ninth. We always end up at 10. Same time every single year. We end up in the same spot. Every single season. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. Every single season. I look at Tankathon. We're ninth. We're 10th. We're whatever. Like, it's like clockwork, man. It's like clockwork. I mean, it's really upsetting. It's tiring. Like I said, I'm not watching this game tonight. I'm not about to keep subjecting myself to this. I don't care if they win. I really don't. Because they have these little stretches where they play decent basketball, and then they have these stretches where they suck. And I'm just so tired of it. I'm so tired of not knowing what team I'm going to get. I know a lot of the anti-Bill people are going to be like, you know, if they win, oh, no Bradley Bill and we win again. That's just further goes to show how bad of a spot this team is in, because why does the team numbers look identical when Brad is not there as to when Brad is there? And you're paying Brad $250 million. You're paying Bradley Bill $250 million, and he's not even the most talented player on the team. He's not even the most talented player on the team, and you're paying him $250 million. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand why the Wizards just treat Bradley Beal like a foundational piece when he's a complementary piece. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I just... It's frustrating. I'm over it. The Wizards have sucked all the slight mention of optimism. They've just sucked it away from me. I'm just over it, man. I really am. I have no... Johnny Davis can't sniff the court. Every other draft pick looks like they can be some kind of effective. Only one who hasn't really been given an opportunity is Abaji, so we really don't know. But he played well in the G League and whatnot. I mean, not the G League, in the Summer League. But, I mean, it's irritating because this team can't attract free agents. Then they don't draft anybody who the fans as a collective unit can all come together and be like, oh, yeah, we need him back. Every draft pick the Wizards draft we're indecisive on. There's always a split within the fan base on the certain player. I mean, I'm so sick of it, man. Why is our most relevant draft pick still John Wall, Bradley Beal, and Otto Porter? There should be a new legion of young guys. And there isn't. There isn't. And I'm so sick of it, man. It's terrible. It's really terrible what this franchise is making its fans endure. Because how I'm talking right now, and I feel like I'm going through deja vu. I feel like I was talking the same exact way last season. And I felt like I was talking the same exact way the season before that. Just a different coach, different roster, same results. Average, mid. Average and mid. 11 and 13. Then we'll get it to 13 and 13. We'll get it maybe to 14 and 13. Maybe 15 and 13. Then we'll drop down to 15 and 17. 15 and 18. All the way until we end up in the 9th spot in the draft again. Again. Oh my goodness, man. I'm just so tired of having to get on Tankathon every single season and do this. Wizards 9th spot. And do sim lottery. And then do sim lottery. And do sim lottery. Praying to the gods that the Wizards end up in the top 5 spot or something like that. Oh, there we go. The Wizards jumped up to the number 1 spot. We can get Victor now. This is what Wizards fans end of the season always ends up being. Hitting the sim lottery button on Tankathon, praying to the gods that we get to the number 1 pick all the way from the 10th or the 9th spot. That's all we end up doing. This is what Wizards fans end up looking like at the end of every season. Almost every season. I mean, I'm just so tired of it, man. I'm so tired of the rinse and repeat actions. I'm so tired of the rinse and repeat product. I'm over it. I'm bored. I just... Like, even if this team had draft picks, I don't trust them drafting anybody. Why do people who don't do this for a living, who don't get paid the big bucks by the Wizards, why do people on Twitter have a better feel for draft picks than the people who get paid and travel the globe to watch these kids and get all kinds of film on these kids? How come people on Twitter draft better than people who get paid to do it? Why? I get it ain't 1 + 1, but I feel like maybe it is. Because I be seeing people on Twitter, they be hitting. And then I see what the Wizards actually get. And then they end up being on another team eventually. This is what we always end up saying. Maybe they'll end up doing better on another team. Maybe they'll shine and grow up and do better on another team. Oubre, maybe he'll do better on another team. Troy Brown Jr. didn't work here. Maybe he'll do better on another team. Rui, maybe he'll do better on another team. Denny, maybe he'll do better on another team. Maybe going to another team will give them the opportunity to shine. We keep saying this about every single draft pick the Wizards draft. I don't even want them to have draft picks. Because they can't draft. Every guy that they draft, everybody ends up saying, oh, maybe they'll do better on another team. Or they'll reach their full potential, but it just won't be on the Wizards. We end up saying that about every single draft pick, man. Like, it's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. It's a really tiresome product. It's a really boring product. The Wizards I think I saw they're like 27th in attendance. That's not surprising. And then people will point to that season, the 2017 season or whatever, when they went to the Game 7 against the Celtics. They'll be like, the attendance was low during that season as well. That's because the Wizards are not consistent winners. They aren't. The Wizards do not consistently win. They aren't known to be winners. The Capitals, you know what you're getting out of the Capitals. This season is a little iffy, not one of their best starts to the season so far. But with the Capitals, since like 2009, the Capitals have been mainstays. They're playoff teams, top contenders. You know what you're getting from the Capitals. Their fans know. Wizards fans is like, if we have a really good season, it's like, all right, okay. And then the next season, we disappoint. Or we start off trash. That season that they went to the Game 7 against the Celtics, that season started off trash. They just got hot and really started to turn it up. But that season started off horribly. If people remember, the Wizards are not known as winners. They're not known by people around the NBA as winners, by the fans as winners. They aren't. They just aren't. I'm sorry. They aren't. So, one little good season here or a couple good seasons there, it's not going to do it. It's not going to cut it, man. It's not going to cut it. I'm just waiting for the time where we get to Bradley Beal asking for the trade, going to the team that he wants to, and this all just ends up being a big waste of time, because that's how most people feel like anyway, and what they think is going to happen anyway. Everybody thinks Bradley Beal's just going year 2, year 3 of the contract, whatever, is just going to ask for a trade, say, break all the Wizards records, have his name on top of all the Wizards records because he's so freaking good and he's such a Wizards legend, right? He's gonna have all the records and the most points and whatever other yada yada. He's gonna ask for a trade. Say, I gave all I could give to the Wizards. It just ain't work out. He's ready to contend on a winning team and blah, blah, blah. And then he ends up getting traded to the team of his choosing because he was blessed with a no trade clause because he's so great. And he's just the best thing since sliced bread in the Wizards franchise. I mean, bro. Every single season, Wizards fans end up saying, blow it up, 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 blow it up. I mean, every single season, blow it up. Even the year with Russ, before they got hot late and got to the play-in, people were saying blow it up because that year was looking real trash. People were saying blow it up. Year before that, blow it up. Year before that, blow it up. It's always blow it up. Everything with Wizards fans, blow it up. We've been asking for them to blow it up for the longest. It just doesn't happen. It's ridiculous. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I'm over it. Like I said, I'm not about to be watching these games, man, for these dudes to make me mad, for these dudes to play a little decent stretch of basketball and then end up sucking again. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't care for all the, fluff and the BS that Tommy Shepard spews or whatever on whatever podcast he goes on and whatnot. Trade Kuz. Go ahead and trade Kuz. Trade him to the Hawks. Whatever. Go ahead and trade him. Go ahead and look to find a home for Denny and Rui. See if you can, garner something from him for him. See if you can garner a first for sure for Kuzma. Get you a first. I don't know. I honestly, and that's the thing. A lot of people at this point, they don't know what to do for the Wizards. Nobody knows. Nobody really knows what the Wizards can do to really help. That's realistic. We can throw out names all day. We can really throw out names all day. But at the end of the day, do the Wizards realistically have a chance to trade for any of these top players? Realistically. We went through all kinds of rumors in the offseason. DeJounte, Donovan, KD, Colin Sexton. We went through so many different names in the offseason. What did we do? Absolutely nothing. So I don't expect any of that to change. I don't. The Wizards culture, they keep talking about a culture change. They've been talking about a culture change for the longest. There is no culture change. The culture has been the exact same year after year after year after year. And the culture has been trash. The culture has been ass. The culture has been the team is a losing team. They're a losing franchise. They always end up having some kind of locker room issue. They always end up having some kind of drama. And then they always end up in the lottery. They always end up top 10. And then they have nothing to show for it. There's not a young guy, there's not a young draft pick on the Wizards that all the fans can collectively get behind. You bring up Rui. Fans are split on him. Some people like Rui, some people don't. You bring up Denny. Denny supporters love Denny. Majority of the Wizards fans don't. Corey Kispert. Nobody's looking at Corey Kispert as anything other than, a decent role player. Johnny Davis. Majority of the fan base is already done with him. And even so, even next year, what kind of jump do we expect him to make? Go from barely playing to what? Some 20-point per game guy? I don't know. There's no young guy that the Wizards fans can collectively as a unit get behind. There's no Benedict Mathurin. There's no Tyrese Halliburton. There's no Jaden Ivey. There's no K.E. Cunningham. There's no Paolo Banchero. There's none of that. There's no Jordan Poole. There's none of that, man. There's no Ja. There's no Zion. There's no young guy that all the Wizards fans can be like, this is our guy. This is our guy. Like how Wizards fans love Kuz so much. How they love Kuz. And everybody says Kuz is the guy. Kuz. There's no young guy that Wizards fans majority feel like that about. It's because the Wizards can't draft. And they haven't been able to draft. Ever. It's ridiculous. I mean, sure, a new coach would help. You know, I'm off West. I've been said fire West. But even with a new coach, it's the culture of this team, man. It's something with the culture of this team. And it's the front office. And this is why we keep getting the same continuous product over and over and over and over again, man. We just keep getting the same product over and over. I'm tired of seeing the same product. I'm over seeing the same product. I'm tired of my Wizards fans seeing the same product. I mean, how you can delude yourself to just be all positive all the time with this Wizards team, I don't know. I wish I had the same mental fortitude as you, but I don't. I can't. Because I keep feeling like I'm ranting about the same things every single season. I feel like I've been ranting about the same things every single year. And I'm tired of talking about it. I feel like I've been talking about the same stuff since like the 2018 season with Dwight Howard and that. And all that garbage. I feel like I've been feeling the same way and ranting about the same stuff all the way back then. And it's the same now. Just different rosters, new coach, new GM, but the same results. Lottery, draft pick that not everybody is 100% sold on or can 100% get around or, you know, garnish it. And really, yeah, it's a bad product, man. It's a bad product. It's a bad product. It's a bad product. The Wizards continuously get top 10 draft, or like top 10 in the draft. Periodically, they'll be out of the lottery. Like when we got Corey Kispert, that little blip of when we weren't in the lottery. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, like currently, we're 9th in Tankathon. In the lottery, we would be 9th, which, you know, 9, 10, that's where we live. That's where the Wizards live. That's the Wizards spots right there in the draft. 9 and 10. Those are reserved for the Washington Wizards. 9 and 10. Reserved for the Washington Wizards. Because at the end of every season, almost every season, that's where we end up being. And then the Wizards will continue to draft somebody that we don't end up knowing how good they really are. We don't know if they're really good or if they're like okay, or we won't really know. And it'll be split in the fan base. Maybe not even split. But this franchise is trash, man. The franchise is trash. There's people on Twitter who make better decisions and have better plans than the people who actually get paid millions of dollars to do it. It's embarrassing. I'm tired of it. It's annoying. It's really annoying. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Why am I seeing people on Twitter having better ideas, making better draft choices, being high on guys that the Wizards end up never going with? Why is it easier for the people on Twitter who don't have the resources as the guys that work for these multi-million-dollar companies? Why is it so easy for them to see something? But then the Wizards go ahead and make the wrong choice every single time. I just want a young guy that all the Wizards fans as a whole, there's no one section thinks this guy's really good, the next section thinks this guy sucks, and then it's always they'll do better on another team. They'll realize their full potential on another team. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? Even when Otto Porter got his second contract with the Wizards, Wizards fans didn't really even have trust in Otto Porter. They didn't think he was a max player. A lot of people wanted to keep Bogdanovich over Otto Porter. But Ted wanted this big three so much that he ended up bringing Otto back. And that was the last first-round draft pick that got signed to a second contract by the Washington Wizards. And I don't know if that will change, but that's what it is right now. Um, the team's a mess. The guy they pay the most money to, he doesn't really make a difference numbers wise. You look at the net rating on his on and off, it's not that big of a difference. The guy who actually, has the best on-off rating is Kyle Kuzma. Wizards fans don't even feel like the guy who's getting paid the most is the most talented guy on the team. They feel like that's the long, slinky guy from Latvia. The guy who you're paying $250 million to is in interviews saying his hand was forced. I don't want to say my hand was forced, but my hand was forced. Nobody wanted me. Who want me? It's like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's tiresome. I mean, and I'm just over it. Like I said, if you in here and you didn't know before, I'm not watching the game tonight. I'm streaming so early because I just wanted to get my thoughts out. I wanted you guys to share your thoughts in the comment section as well. I mean, in the chat, amongst each other, and I'm seeing it too. But I'm not about to keep watching this team and them making me mad. I'm not about to do it. It's not good for my mental. I'm not about to keep watching this team get on my nerves. I don't care if they win tonight. Because I already know it's not going to last for long. Their whole little streak, their little 2-game, 3-game, 4-game win streak. As soon as that first loss hit, back to reality. Every single time. As soon as that little streak is over, and that first loss hits, or second loss hits, back to reality. Every single time. Every single time. They're 11-13 right now. Mess around, get to 15-13. Then it'll be 15-16, 15-17. Then it'll get to 19-17, 20-17. Then it'll get to 20-22. It's just like, I'm over it. I'm over it. Like I said, man. Like, we can have ideas of who we want, of who we feel like the Wizards should get. But let's be realistic, guys. Are the Wizards going to get any of these people? No. Are the Wizards going to get anybody if the Bulls blow it up? Are they going to go for DeRozan, Caruso, whatever? No. They're probably not. Even if they did, I don't even know if they have a good enough package that they could put together to make that even happen. It's tough being a Wizards fan. It's really hard being a Wizards fan. It ain't easy. Like, the Wizards fan base and franchise is very irrelevant among the Wizards fans. Landscape, or amongst NBA Twitter, amongst NBA media circles, whatever. Thank you for the $1.99, Biggie. I appreciate you. You said Bradley is the root of all this, leaderless. That's a $250 million dude, bro. And I'm seeing quotes saying his hand was forced. But like I said, it's really tough being a Wizards fan. People don't know because people don't watch the Wizards. The Wizards are so irrelevant amongst NBA Twitter, amongst NBA executives or whatever, that whole little circle. They're so irrelevant. And you wonder, how does it feel to be a fan of these teams? How does it feel to be a fan of that team? It sucks. It's not fun. It's not fun feeling like you're not bad enough to be top 3 in the lottery, but you're not good enough to compete. It sucks feeling like that every single season. It's not fun. It's a terrible experience, honestly, because you have to build this false sense of optimism.
Never, ever.
If you want to even do that. Me, I prefer not to do that. Because I already knew how this was about to go. About how dry that offseason was. They picked up Monte Morris, who the fans don't like. They got Will Barton, who the fans don't like. They drafted Johnny Davis, who can't touch the floor. What kind of offseason did they have? They got DeLon Wright, who's been hurt and been gone for however many weeks now. And he was their best guy. He was one of their best players. I mean, it's not fun being a Wizards fan, man. It's not fun. It's not easy. I pray one day that we really have our time in the limelight somehow, some way. I really do. Because Wizards fans have gone through this epitome of averageness for way too long. For way too long. I mean, come on, man. You ask, I feel like if you ask NBA players around the league about the Washington Wizards, they'll be like, what about them? Like, they're the Washington Wizards. You know what I mean? Like, they're just there. They exist. And that's about it. I feel like that's how NBA players feel about the Wizards. Like, they're the Wizards. They're a team. They exist. They play basketball. And that's about it. You look at social media, people are like, the Washington Wizards, okay, they're a basketball team. They exist. They play games of basketball, and they may or may not have fans. Yes, Washington Wizards do have fans. We do exist. It's not fun. It's not easy. It's very difficult. It's very frustrating. It's very hard. I mean, a lot of fans who be complaining about their teams and situations would die if they were in the situation that Wizards fans was in. If they had to go through the consistent trash of what Washington Wizards fans had to go through. There's only a few other franchises who can feel that way. But a lot of other franchises, oh man, their fans got it easy. They got it easy. They got it easy. Do you know how it feels? Do you know how it feels to just know that when people see a Wizards fan, it's like, y'all exist? They have fans? I thought they were just a team that happened to be in the NBA and play basketball. I didn't know they had fans. You know how upsetting that is? To know that that's how we're viewed? Guys, people don't know we exist. People do not know we exist. They don't know. They don't know we're a thing. They don't know we're, like, here. People think we NPCs or something. People think Wizards fans are NPCs. They don't even think we real live humans. Because we are Washington Wizards fans. We are such a niche community. It's insane. Like, if you're a Wizards fan, you really a Wizards fan. Ain't no bandwagon and Wizards fan. Ain't none of that. If you're a Wizards fan, you actually are a Wizards fan. Because ain't no way in the world you choosing to, like, out of all the teams and players, I want to be with the Wizards. You're not willingly choosing that. It's just not happening. So if you like the Wizards, you like the Wizards. We are here. Wizards fans exist. We are here. We are people, and we are put through the most torturous of pains. The pain of not being bad enough to get a Victor Wembanyama, to get a Zion, to get a Ja, to get a Luka, but we're not good enough to compete with a Milwaukee, with a Boston, with a Philly. Yeah, we're not good enough to compete with them either. So, we're just here. And then we're not good enough to even get any kind of decent top 10 pick when we're in the 10th or 9th spot. I don't know. I don't know. Like, come on, man. We are the Mr. Irrelevance of the NBA community. We are the Mr. Irrelevance of the NBA community. You know? At least Sacramento, they on the West Coast. You know, they in Cali. You know, we are the Mr. Irrelevance over here. And it's insane. And I want better for my fans of the team. I want better for the people who work for the Wizards. They honestly need to just fire everybody. Just fire everybody. Just they, and like I said, man, I'm not watching the game tonight. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not doing it because I'm not. I don't care if they win. I'm just over this team right now. I need a little break from watching the games, but I do owe you guys a stream because it's been a while since I've streamed. But I just wanted everybody to kind of get stuff off their chest. So I cut it on early. But I'm not staying up until 8 o'clock after work to watch this team get on my nerves and DeMar DeRozan go to the free throw line 15 times. Then he get 2 fouls and then play only 9 minutes of the rest of the game. And then everybody irritate me. Or maybe since Bradley Beal's not playing because this is the narrative, maybe they win because there's no Brad, which is going to irritate me even more because why does the team look a little better when the guy you're paying $250 million to isn't there? That's going to irritate me even more. So either way you look at it, I'm going to be irritated. And I'm not trying to be. This team raises my blood pressure and it ain't good. So, yeah. Because what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to relax. I'm going to check the box scores, you know. And I'm going to relax. There is no way I'm watching this team play basketball after the last couple performances they've given the people. Why would I watch this team play basketball after the performance they had against the Charlotte Hornets? And they had that fake comeback, which they always do. I hope that didn't get y'all hype. They had that fake comeback against the Hornets. They always come back. They always fight hard, give the valiant effort, but just fall short. We had the Bradley Beal Classic goofy. Then you had KD drop 39, 40 points or whatever on the Wizards. Almost 40 points on the Wizards. You was getting embarrassed in Charlotte for majority of the game. AD dropped 55 points on your head top. And I'm supposed to watch it? I'm supposed to watch this? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We got done up by the Heat twice. Back to back. Done up by the Heat. No Jimmy Butler. No, barely beat him with no Bam, no Hero, and no Butler. Got Bam and Hero back. Did us up twice. Went to Boston. Jaylen Brown gave us 36. Ate us up. Did the Timberwolves up. Yay! Congratulations. KD did us up. Hornets was embarrassing us majority of the game. AD did us up. Embarrassed us. Russ dancing on us. Come on, man. Come on, man. And then I'm supposed to watch us play the Bulls and just, man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. As soon as these dudes got to go on the road, terrible. I'm good, man. I'm good off them for a little bit. Miles Turner. I don't think the Wizards got the piece. I don't think the Wizards have the capital to get a Miles Turner. The Miles Turner is going to get a first round pick or maybe more. I don't think he's going to get 2 firsts. I don't know. But and then you have the contract as well because Miles Turner, looking at Miles Turner contract, Miles Turner is a free agent. He's an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. The Wizards can't afford. The Wizards aren't going to be able to play Kristaps Porzingis and then be able to pay Miles Turner. Like if they're getting rid of because the rumors are swirling again that Kyle Kuzma may be gone. The rumors are swirling that Kyle Kuzma may be gone. Who knows? And the Wizards want a first round pick for him. So if they can't afford Kuzma, I don't know what makes us think we're going to afford Miles Turner for, because he's an unrestricted free agent next season. After this season, he's an unrestricted free agent. And I don't think the Wizards are, attracted to potentially only having a 1-year rental on a non-championship contending team. So I think that crosses Miles Turner off. his contract situation is not Kevin, yeah, I mean, Tommy did say that. But guess what? Tommy's a liar. He lies. I don't believe a word Tommy says ever. He's a liar. Tommy lies. He's a scammer and he's a liar. I have no interest in anything Tommy Shepard says. They could say he's a cornerstone, all kinds of whatever. But at the end of the day, if they feel like they can't afford him, or they feel like they can improve that position or whatnot, and yada, 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 bye. Bye. Just like they said, oh, we're not trading John Wall. Guess what happened? Bye, John. Isn't this the same man who said John wasn't getting traded? And then, poof. Bye to Houston? That's the same man, right? This is the same man who said, we needed some dogs on this team. Where the dog at? This is the same man who said they wanted a defensive out, whatever. And it ain't happened. Dude's a liar. Dude's a fraud. Dude's a scam artist. Dude's a con artist. I don't care about nothing Tommy Shepard got to say. I want him gone. I want him off my team. I want him out my team's front office. Period. That's all I got to say on that. Wizards ain't going to have interest in DeMar. And I don't think DeMar fits. First of all, I mean, yeah, the Wizards ain't going for no DeMar. I'd be surprised at that. I'd be surprised with that. But yeah, man, it definitely sucks. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's really not fun. And it sucks that people don't know that us Wizards fans exist, because we got some cool people. We got some very smart people, you know. We got some very educational people. We got a lot of nice Wizards fan media, you know, who do podcasts and everything like that. Me, I'm more of just a emotion fan. I don't really got the analytical stuff for you. I don't. I bring the emotion though. This team sucks. But you know, we're a very well-versed fan base. We're a very passionate fan base. I wish people knew more about us Wizards fans, man. We got a very passionate bunch who wants the team to be successful. That's why even though we complain and complain and complain, at the end of the day, we all just want a good basketball team. That's why we end up watching year after year after year, even though we complain and know what the end result is going to be. It's because we're hoping for that smidgen of 0.1% opportunity that the team may actually be something and be decent. You know, we're a good bunch. Us Wizards fans are a good bunch, but people don't know we exist. And people who do know we exist think we NPCs. They don't think we real people. Because people just think the Wizards are a basketball team that just happens to be in the NBA. And they play basketball. And that's all people know about about the Wizards. They don't watch Wizards games. Nobody watches the Wizards games. When people see the Wizards on ESPN or something, they're like, the Wizards? Kyle Kuzma? Like, they know they got Kyle Kuzma. Like, oh, Porzingis is on that team now? Like, that's pretty much the book on us, man. We do got that crown. We do got that. We definitely got that. But yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough. It's not fun. It's not a nice experience. So yeah, that's about it. That's definitely about it. Um, everybody should be ashamed. Everybody should be ashamed. Kevin said, "What would I do if I was the GM/owner? I would have been traded Bill. We would have had Ja Zion or somebody. We would have had somebody on this team that was a top would be a top guy in this league. We would have had somebody. Believe that. We wouldn't have been picking ninth or something. We would have been picking fourth, third, second, first. We would have been there. We would have been bad. We would have been terrible. But we would have got us a Ja. We would have got us a Zion. We would have got us a Luka. We would have got us somebody. A Cade. A Jaden. We would have got us somebody at this point. Or had a couple of somebodies. You know what I mean? Or a Chet. We would have had us a couple of somebodies. So even though we're losing, we have, hope for the future. You look at the Pistons record. You look at the Magic record right now. Their records are terrible. Their records are legit terrible. They're awful. They're awful. But you know what's crazy? The Pistons at 7-19 and the Magic at 5-20. I have so much more excitement for their future as opposed to the future of the Washington Wizards, who sit here at 11-13. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because they have players, young players, who are potentially elite and potentially very good. And you can't wait to see what they can do and what this team can do as they get older. You look at the Magic, Payalo, Franz Wagner. They got Jalen Suggs over there. They still got a lot of guards. They still got, what's his name? Isaac, who hasn't played in 50 years. Cole Anthony. They still got decent players over there. They got a lot of good young guys over there. That's fun. Bol, Wendell Carter. They got a lot of exciting young players over there. Detroit. Jalen Duren, Jaden Ivey, Kate Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, etc. They got young guys. They moved on from Jeremy Grant. They're trying to do something over there. They're trying. You look at the Rockets, Jalen Green, Sengun, Kevin Porter, Jabari Smith. They have young guys, and it gives you a certain level of excitement for the future, at least. You see what they said. You see the news about the Bulls, right? About them possibly blowing it up. They got Levine, DeRozan, Vucevic, all possibly up for grabs if this ain't working out. That's how it's supposed to go. You try. Cleveland, right, Corey? Cleveland. You try. If the era don't work out, you move off of it and you try again. You just hope you got some smart. You still need smart guys in there. You don't want to end up like the Kings and be missing the playoffs for like the last 20 years or something. You don't want to end up like that. So you need smart guys in there to make it work. Because you still need to hit. Similarly to what the Cavaliers did and how they hit. They got Darius. They got Mobley. They got really good, decent players. They got Sexton, eventually, who got traded. But, you know what I mean? Mood got Jared Allen from the Nets. They still had smart people in there to help still build around those young guys. So, hey, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. It's crazy. It's nuts. But it is Ted. You're right on that, Kevin. Because he's at the top. And as Brad said in that practice in 2018, it starts at the top. Simple as that, man. But, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for me. I want y'all to, if you're watching the game, to enjoy the game. I'm going to be tuned in here and there. But I'm sorry. The Wizards, they don't deserve my attention right now. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not about to just keep watching a team that's making me mad. Uh, I'll tune in. You know, peep the score, peep what they're doing. Of course, look on Twitter, see how the game's going by the reaction of the fans and everything like that. But they know how the fan base feels, David. I'm sure. Do they care? No. Do they care? No. Will they say they care? Yes. They really care? No. Because if they were in tune with the fans, a lot of the stuff that they've done, they wouldn't have done. They know how we feel. Do they care about how we feel? No. Like Ted will do on Twitter, he'll just block you. You know, like, straight like that. Straight like that. Rain, nope. I'm not watching this game. I've been on for about an hour. I got on early because I just wanted to get my thoughts out. See you guys get some of your thoughts out. I did owe you guys a stream. But these last performances, bro. I mean, come on, man. I can't watch this team. I can't watch this product. These last performances, oh, man. Embarrassing. Disgraceful. Who do I think is going to win tonight? Chicago. For my mental state, I can't watch this team. Maybe next game. I don't know. But I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. This team has destroyed me. It really has. This team has destroyed me, man. They've taken all my excitement away. They've taken all my joy away. Dude. Anthony Davis dropping 55. Kelly Oubre looking like a god. The Horde is dominating us for majority of the game. It's just, oh, man. I got to see Bradley Beal dribble the ball off his leg and all kinds of stupid stuff and whatever. And then... I'm just over it. So, yeah. I mean, I'll do... What I'm thinking of, really, now is just having having streams throughout the week. You know, to talk about the games. Like, just to talk about the general feeling and aura of the team. I watch along here and there. But right now, how I'm feeling, they can bite me. The Wizards can bite me. Honestly, they don't deserve none of y'all views. They don't deserve any of y'all views because they suck. But... like I said, the Wizards fan base they're a very loyal fan base. They're a very passionate fan base. And the Wizards have fans that they don't deserve. Because they honestly don't deserve none of you guys. Because they have consistently given you a product that is terrible. And that should be better. And it's been terrible for a long time. And Wizards fans deserve way better. But the fan base is so loyal, no matter if people say hashtag so Wizards or whatever else, or people talk about fair weather Wizards fans, these same Wizards fans that be getting called so Wizards or fair weather, they be watching the games, man, because they still care, because they want the Wizards to be good. They have hope. They want to keep the hope. You know, sadly, but. That's what it is to be a fan, man. Wizards fans absolutely have the right to not want to watch games. They absolutely have the right to complain about this team. To and die on the hill. They absolutely have the right. Because this team has given the fans no reason to not complain. Come on, man. So... like I said, as far as me, I'm not doing it. I'm not letting them do it. I'm not letting them do it again. Last season, when I was on Locked On Wizards, I had to watch every single game. Because I had to talk about every single game. You know how much of a pain that season was to watch? Because that disgrace of a team, I had to watch that Clippers debacle. I had to watch all that. It was excruciating watching this team play basketball and having to watch this team play basketball all the time. It was excruciating to watch. I can't do it. Not for another season. I can't. I can't watch every single game. Not this franchise. Nope. I can't do it. I'm going to go nuts. I'm going to go nuts, man. I'm going to go nuts. So it's like, I can't watch. I'll do my streams and we'll talk about the team. We'll talk about how we're feeling, etc. But I can't watch these dudes play basketball right now, bro. Look at the product they've given us these last couple games. Look at the product they've given us. It's embarrassing. Come on, man. What's going on, Jay? You said gotta breathe. So there's two issues: the team and management, the team building of the two season. Like every other team, we Wiz fans so tormented. We live and die every third game. I mean, y'all know what it is. Y'all know exactly what it is. So it is what it is, man. Kevin said we need to do a GoFundMe. Get a couple mil raised, kid. Overtake it. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it for me, guys. I'm not about to sit here and watch this game. Hopefully the Wizards win. If not, I wouldn't be surprised. They're like 4-point underdogs, 5-point underdogs, whatever. We know the Wizards aren't as good on the road as they are at home. So I wouldn't be surprised if they lost this game. They barely beat the Bulls at home. DeMar DeRozan missed that three-pointer. That would have sent us home again, upset. But, yeah, man. Blame the Wizards, man. They did this. The Washington Wizards did this to me. They did this to me. I can't do it again. I can't go through another season of this on and off, not knowing what team I'm going to get, BS. I need to take a little break from watching these Wizards games. But I owe you guys streams. I just can't stream while watching the Wizards. I can't do it right now. I can't do it. But I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back for sure. It's just a pain watching these Wizards games. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a pain looking at the box score. I look at the box score. I looked at that box score against the Hornets. I looked at that box score against the Lakers. All I could do is roll my eyes, bro. Roll my eyes and go back to football. Roll my eyes and go back to football, man. Lock in on the Commanders, guys. Don't even worry about the Wizards, honestly. Lock in on the Commanders. Don't worry about these Wizards. They just gonna make y'all mad. They just gonna make you upset. They said, well, hopefully they're going to take a win streak and you stream again. Yeah, it's like, I mean, I'm going to do the watch-alongs again, for sure. I just got to take a little break right now because I can't fathom watching this team right now. I can't fathom watching this team right now. I just can't. But, I mean, I'm going to do more watch-alongs, of course, but I got to take a little break because the way this team is playing basketball is irritating my soul, and I can't sit here and be irritated. I can't do it. Kevin said that Todd still got me bad. Well, y'all got him again not next week, but week after next. After y'all bye week, I got him again, which is rare to have him on a back-to-back pretty much. Almost back-to-back, but y'all gonna get y'all get back, possibly. We'll see, but guys, that's it for me, man. Hopefully the team give us something to be a little happy about. Hopefully they don't get embarrassed. Hopefully they don't let Zach LaVine go crazy or DeMar go crazy. We'll see, but that's going to be it for me, guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Biggie, thank you for the $1.99. Thank you guys for the couple likes, man. I appreciate it. Just wanted to do like an hour stream because I did owe you guys a stream. But this team, man, for my mental state, I can't do it. Right? Not right now. Not right now. But, I love you guys. Just look at this as like a pregame show. Just look at it. This is like the pregame. But I love you guys, man. Take it easy. Go Wizards, man. Go Wizards, guys. Peace.